All right, if you're a computer science student and you're trying to figure out this whole AI thing, you've come to the right place. We're going to lay out a super clear, practical guide to take you from just being curious about AI to actually being a capable AI practitioner. So let's kick things off right at the beginning. This quote, it's from the very conference where the term artificial intelligence was even invented. And John McCarthy didn't just give us a definition here, he gave us a mission statement, right? The grand challenge, the science and engineering of making intelligent machines. It's all about that one big question. Can we actually make machines think? Okay, here's the game plan for today. First, we'll get the lay of the land. What is this AI revolution? Then we'll pack your foundational toolkit. After that, we'll walk the core learning path, look at where you can specialize, and wrap up with the one thing you can do today to get started. First up, what do we even mean when we talk about the AI revolution? Look, if you're going to build the future, you've got to understand the past. We'll look at the journey that got us here and why, trust me, this is the perfect time to jump in. You know, it's super important to get these layers straight in your head. AI isn't just one thing. It's more like an ecosystem. At the top, you've got the big idea, artificial intelligence, just any tech that lets a machine act human. Then we zoom in to machine learning, which is a huge part of AI, where machines learn from data. Go even deeper, and you hit deep learning, which uses these things called neural networks, and the stuff making all the headlines, latest and greatest application of deep learning. Okay, this table right here, this is so important because it grounds us in reality. Seriously, every single piece of AI you interact with today, whether it's ChatGPT, the recommendations on Netflix, or facial recognition on your phone, it's all narrow AI. It's brilliant at one specific task, and that's it. General AI and super AI, that's the stuff of movies, for now. It's theoretical, it's what we're aiming for, but we are absolutely not there yet. And you gotta understand, the road to get here was not a smooth one. It was a total roller coaster of booms and busts. It started with Alan Turing asking, hey, can machines think? Then we had these periods of massive hype followed by AI winters where funding just dried up. But then 2012 happened. This thing called AlexNet crushed an image recognition competition, and that was the spark. That lit the fuse for the deep learning revolution, leading us straight to AlphaGo beating a world champion, and now generative AI going completely mainstream. All right, next section, time to talk about your toolkit. And listen, this is the part a lot of people want to skip. They want to jump right to the fun stuff. But as CS students, you get it, right? You can't build a skyscraper on a shaky foundation. This is non-negotiable. So before you write a single line of AI code, you have to get comfortable with this stuff. Think of it like this. Linear algebra, that's the language of data. It's all about vectors and matrices. Calculus, that's the engine that makes the whole thing learn. It's what powers gradient descent. And probability and stats, well, that's how we make educated guesses and deal with uncertainty. This is the absolute bedrock of the entire field. And on the coding side, here's your arsenal. Look, Python is king. End of story. And its real power comes from this amazing ecosystem of libraries. You've got NumPy for lightning-fast numerical stuff, Pandas for wrestling with messy data, and Matplotlib and Seaborn to actually see what's going on. Master these tools, and you are ready to play. Okay, toolkit's ready. Now let's walk the main learning path. This is where all those abstract ideas we've been talking about start turning into real, tangible skills. All right, here's a super important piece of advice. Do not jump straight into deep learning. Seriously, you need to start with classical machine learning first. This is where you'll get a real feel for fundamental concepts like overfitting or the bias variance trade-off. It's also where you'll see how core CS algorithms you already know, like breadth-first and depth-first search, are the building blocks for how an AI explores possibilities. Your best friend for all this is going to be a library called scikit-learn. So how do these crazy powerful models actually learn? It seems like magic, but it all comes down to one core process, the engine behind all of modern deep learning. And that process is called backpropagation. This simple four-step loop, this is basically the heartbeat of modern AI. It goes like this. 1, the network takes a guess. We call that the forward pass. 2, it checks its work and calculates how wrong the guess was. That's the error. Now, step 3, this is the magic, backpropagation. It sends that error signal backwards through the network, figuring out which little connections are most to blame. And 4, it uses that information to tweak those connections just a tiny bit to be less wrong next time. Do that a few million times and voila, intelligence. So once you really get that learning loop, you can start playing with these specialized tools. You've got CNNs, which are basically the eyes of AI. They're amazing for understanding images. Then there are RNNs, which are built to handle sequences like text or stock market data. And then there are transformers. Ma'am, transformers just changed everything. They're the architecture that powers this entire generative AI revolution we're living through. All right, so once you have that core knowledge down, it's time to choose your own adventure. Let's see how all this foundational stuff explodes into these incredible specializations and real-world applications. I mean, look at these fields. These are some of the hottest areas in tech, period. Maybe you're drawn to natural language processing, teaching computers to understand and generate human language. Or maybe computer vision is your thing, giving machines the ability to see. Or what about reinforcement learning, where you build agents that learn by trial and error, just like we do? Each one of these is a deep, fascinating rabbit hole to go down. And this is where it gets real. This isn't just academic stuff. Computer vision isn't a theory. It's the tech that lets a self-driving car tell the difference between a pedestrian and a lamppost. Deep learning models aren't just code. They're becoming powerful assistants for doctors, helping them spot cancer in an X-ray way earlier than ever before. This is technology that literally saves lives. And let's talk about generative AI. This is not science fiction anymore. It's here now. Artists are creating mind-blowing visuals with tools like Midjourney. And for us developers, tools like GitHub Copilot are becoming standard. They're changing how we write code day in and day out. The creative and professional world is being totally reshaped by this right now. But with all this incredible power comes huge responsibility. And as the people who are actually building this stuff, we have to be the ones asking the tough questions. This isn't somebody else's problem. It's an engineering problem. How do we fight algorithmic bias? How do we protect people's privacy? How do we build systems that are fair and transparent? These are some of the hardest and most important challenges you'll face. And when you think about the future, it really puts all this into perspective. I mean, can you imagine smart homes that manage their own energy use, or entire smart cities that literally eliminate traffic jams by optimizing vehicle flow in real time? This isn't a sci-fi movie plot. This is the next generation of infrastructure, and you all are the ones who are going to build it. Okay, so that was a lot. I know, it can feel pretty overwhelming. So the big question is, where on earth do you start? Let's make it super simple and give you a concrete, actionable plan. Look, if you do only one thing after watching this, please make it this. Sign up for Andrew Ng's machine learning specialization on Coursera. There's a reason everyone recommends it. It's taught by one of the pioneers of the field, it's crystal clear, and it will give you the most solid foundation you could possibly ask for. But just watching videos isn't enough, right? You gotta get your hands dirty. These habits are what will separate you from everyone else. Start building a portfolio on GitHub. That's your new resume. Go compete on Kaggle to sharpen your skills. Use AI as a brainstorming partner, but never let it do the thinking for you. And the biggest one? Code. Every single day. Even if it's just for 30 minutes. That consistency is everything. So there you have it. The roadmap is laid out. The tools are waiting for you. Honestly, the path from being a student to being a creator in this field has never been more accessible. The adventure is yours for the taking. The only question left is, what are you going to build?